All right, what's going on, everyone? Everybody get in, get in, get in, get in, get in. For everyone who's catching this, this is gonna be a quick one, but hopefully a really good one that you can really appreciate and enjoy. So let's get everybody, and we're gonna give this another minute. All right, hello, hello, hello. All right. So I just came from I'm just getting back while we're waiting for everyone else to get in. I'm just getting back from um taking my son to his very first NBA game. So we went and saw the Hawks play. They played the Wizards, and my son is a Trey Young fan, so he was happy to see Trey Young and the Hawks win, so he was happy about that, and he wanted to see Jordan Poole. So of the Wizards play. So he was happy about a lot of different things. All right, we got everybody here. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. All right. Um, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever it is, wherever you are. What's up, everyone? Brandon Watlinson here. On a Love Like That's live page right now on Instagram, and we are doing a quick little get tidbit as we are in November. We're doing some just a couple of different freebies, that we're doing here. And yeah, you guys keep on coming in, all right? And one of the things that I want to talk about, um, along with my wife Jacqueline, who is part of this mission as well. But I'm the face of it. I'm the face of it for tonight. Normally she's always with me on this one, but tonight I'm doing this one right here. And what we normally do here is we like to our mission here really is to be a blessing to others who are looking uh to get married, or already married, or considering a marriage, what have you. If you've been in a marriage for 2 days, or if you've been in marriage for 2 years, or marriage for 2,000 years, it doesn't matter. We want to be able to bless people and to actually help people really get this thing called marriage down to where they feel like they are moving in the right direction, that you and your spouse are moving in the right direction, or you and your boyfriend or girlfriend who you know that you really are considering getting married to, for that future spouse, that you guys are moving in the right direction. So tonight we're going to talk about the main reason why your marriage will not work. I know that sounds real terrible. Well, the main reason, the number one reason why your marriage will not work, there's a multitude of different things that can really happen in a marriage. Okay, it could be trust, it could be infidelity, it could be finances, it could be lack of intimacy, it could be a lot of different things. Okay, not knowing how to speak to your spouse, those are all different areas that where people fall short of, or fall short in. But I'm not even going to talk about those right now. The number one reason why your marriage will not work is that you haven't changed yourself. You haven't changed your mind. It is a mind change. It's a mind change. And the moment that you change your mind, the moment that you change who you are, that's where you're going to see the shift happen. It doesn't even matter what the other person is doing. What are you doing in your relationship? Okay? If even like I say, even if you're not the person who is the offender, what are you still doing in your relationship? Are you praying for that person who offended you? Are you still treating that person with respect and honoring your role as the husband or wife in that relationship? Because I can tell you that much, understanding that you have a role to play in your marriage is vital. vital, and super critical. But it takes having the maturity, the mindset to understand I'm here in service. I'm here to honor this thing called marriage. I'm here to honor the marriage. If you're here to honor the marriage, you will make sure that you will change what you need to change within yourself in order for the marriage to work. All right. Guys, keep on coming in, keep on coming in, keep on coming in. My phone is blowing up. Everybody's okay. Anywho, yeah. If you don't change your mind frame, are you where you need to be mentally in order to be in the marriage that you desire to be in? Okay. Before you can have the thing that you need to have, you have to become the person that you need to become. One of my favorite mentors, he said, in order to have the things that you never had, you have to become a person that you've never been. And sometimes that means that you have to become the husband that you need to become for your wife before your wife can even become the wife that she needs to be for you. Or vice versa. Sometimes you have to become the wife that you need to be for your husband before your husband can become the husband he needs to be for you. But we get into that pride thing. We get into that ego thing. Oh, well, no, they got to do it first. No, sometimes it's great if they do it first, but guess what, though? Are you showing the love? Are you showing the compassion? Are you still honoring those vows? Are you mentally there? Are you being intentional with that? Do you have the right mind frame, the mindset, the goals, the objectives? Okay. I know in my marriage, there have probably been times where I know I probably was not necessarily, uh, you know, uh, at my best, but my wife loved me. And I know that there were probably times where she probably wasn't at her best, but I still loved her. And because we loved each other through that, we were able to get back to the good parts of marriage. Okay, because everybody's going to have opportunities or challenges that are going to arise and they are going to show up. And so what we have to do is to not be shaken by them, but to be steadfast and to stand firm in what we believe is our marriage and what our marriage is going to be. All right. That's what we need to do. Instead of okay, we find ourselves that we are reactive instead of responding. Everybody is quick to react to a situation instead of knowing how to respond to a situation. Reacting is knee jerky. Okay, is knee jerk. Responding is I've observed what's happening, and now I'm going to take my time, or however little time, or however much time I need in order to respond the right way in order for me to function and to move my goals forward. And the goals that we're talking about here are with the relationship because taking taking inventory and um taking your marriage serious is just as important as taking business as serious. Okay, we always like to put business in a certain category of business first. Business comes first. Money over everything. Let me tell you this though: if your marriage is not in order, though, if marriage is not together, all the other stuff means nothing. Because guess what? What's the whole point of having all the money if you're not even happy in your safety place, in your place of refuge, in a place that you call home? When I come home, my house is of peace because that's what I choose and a desire for it to be. And I have to make sure that I'm doing what I need to do and on my part in order for that to be the case. And so does my wife. And we are in a partnership for that. So while we want to take care of business, but we also know that we need to take care of home. We need to take care of each other. But it takes a mind frame, it takes a mindset. All right. And I think that's really I know that's really what's going on with a lot of people today is that we say we want this and we want that, but yet we're not willing to change to become the person that we need to become to get and to receive those blessings. You know, I may want to have the perfect wife, but am I being or am I being or I want to have a great wife, but am I being a great husband? And by that I mean, can I forgive? Can I forgive first? Can I not be petty? Can I not want to get the last lick in, or the last word in all the time? Knowing when to let an argument not be an argument. Losing the battle to win the war. And understanding that the war is not with my spouse. The war is making sure that we are in unison. That way we can fight the enemy together. It's a mind thing, it's a mental thing. Are we mentally preparing ourselves? Are we mentally prepared for this thing called marriage? And are we willing to do the work? Because let's talk about this though. While we want to be mentally prepared, sometimes we actually have to grow in that role. We're not there instantly. We have to grow in it. Are we willing to actually grow in the role as a spouse? Sometimes you don't go through things, you grow through things. And it takes you actually having to evolve and to actually move forward and really take into account the what flaws you may have that you need to work on, because being married really helps you become a better person if you allow it to. If you allow it to, it allows you to become a better person because it works on all the things that you knew or didn't know that you need to work on, but were too afraid to touch it. God knew I needed to work on my patience. So he's been working on my patience. And I'm thankful for that because now I know how to receive my wife, how to listen to my wife, how to uh understand her. You know, I had to become those things, but I was willing to do the work, and I was not too prideful where I could not find myself actually want to humble myself and not do the work. You know, because that's what I've realized. What we've seen, as with our coaching, with us coaching different couples, and with us doing courses, throughout the year, we see that there are certain people who they're just like, you know what, I'm not willing to do that. That's not me. I'm not about to be the punk. I'm not about to be the sucker. I'm afraid. I hate to tell you this, people. If you are choosing to spend your life, the rest of your life with somebody, you are putting your heart on the line regardless. You're going to have to actually put your heart out there to actually make something happen. It doesn't just happen just organically all the time. You actually have to be intentional. You actually have to be willing to actually put yourself out there. That's what all it's part of. That's the most critical and crucial piece. You saying, I'm willing to put my heart on the line, even at the risk of me getting it broken. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's the mind frame. It's the heart. Are we able to be of service? But I want you guys to be able to take that real quick. Once again, thank you guys for joining. We're going to do another one of these here probably with the next 24 hours. So make sure that you guys stay tuned. Once again, make sure that you guys are following a love like that on Instagram at symbol a love like that underscore. Follow us on YouTube as well at a love like that underscore. Also, once again, I'm Brandon. See you guys later. Peace.